And we are live.
Hello world, we are dying.
Oh,
Send help.
to no one we are speaking to yet. Hello, Mr. Shadier.
Hey, hey, hello Shadia. How are you doing?
Welcome to Painland. Where pain is I don't know where I was going with this.
Raptor, you sounded a little emo today.
Yeah, you've been on a weird kick these past couple days. Are you okay?
Evening I made brownies today.
Fine, I'm
Oh,
just
Cameron, why do you gotta taunt us like that with the brownies? Else been up to? Hello, Mr. Kuhn. Hello, Darius. Yeah, I think once the weather gets nice, Kenzie, we need to like abduct Raptor and just have like a day at an amusement park or something.
You guys gotta come here. We can go to Six Flags.
Hell yeah.
there's 7 flags. Ho ho ho.
You hear that, Kenzie? He's trying to one up you.
Is there. Because we have pun jail, but we also need just general bad joke jail.
Yeah.
See, I could put myself in that every now and then.
I'll see what I can do.
Alright, so guys, um,
We got a
for all of
drinking
you
game.
of age, and as by that I mean of drinking age, we've officially found a drinking game for this piece of shit. So get yourself whatever kind of drink you have, even if it has to be mouthwash, and have at it.
I'm in the Rockies for a few days, nice and cold and snowy. Ew.
Well, you seem happy about it, Mr. Kun, but that is not the place for me.
Yeah. To each their own, I suppose.
Kenzie doesn't do well in cold.
I do well in it, but I don't like it. Because I'm always warm. But it doesn't mean
Well, good for you.
but it doesn't mean that I enjoy the cold. It makes me grumpy. A 20-minute class today. That's cool. Alright, Kenzie, do you have the game pulled up?
I do.
Do you want to share the rules with our lovely viewers?
Yes, yes, yes. So there are only 5 rules, but
They're big rules.
that doesn't. It covers a wide scope of this story. So number 1, take a shot every time a plot point is brought up and immediately ignored. 2, take a shot every time the book contradicts itself. Oh, we're gonna have a bad time with that, maybe.
You're gonna have a bad time.
3, take a shot every time Theresa is praised. Take another shot if she hasn't done anything to actually be praised for.
So, and
4,
that one is just straight up 2 shots.
4, take a shot every time Theresa is sexualized. And 5, take a shot every time there's a pointless scene.
I
Ooh,
mean,
we
isn't
in for a night!
yeah, isn't that last one just the entire book though?
Oh, not to
People are gonna
Bhutan.
die.
So, and he wrote it, so that's what matters.
Oh God. Oh,
Any
and
drinking game associated with this book canon will result in blood alcohol poisoning. Well, luckily for me, Cameron, I'm just drinking more spiked seltzer, which doesn't have a very high alcohol content. So at most, I'll be tipsy by the end of this.
I'm drinking.
Manny, on the other hand, whose drink of choice is whiskey, is going to be getting cirrhosis by the end of tonight.
Maker's Mark bourbon, to be exact.
Oh, you switched it up.
Oh, it's bourbon whiskey. But
whatever.
Hello, Larasco. Oh, and everyone, Kaylin is still working, but she says hello.
Hello, Kaylin.
Yeah, she said she gets done at 6, so who knows? She might be able to catch the tail end of this.
Well, then maybe we should get a move on.
Yeah, or should I say the shark tail end?
Oh, I get it.
Punch
I see what you did there.
Okay,
Oh,
but
Phil.
yeah, let's get started. Okay, right off the bat here, Chapter 6. I was getting depressed.
So, just a heads up, guys. Raptor did a little bit of skimming ahead. He said that we could probably skip this chapter entirely, but now that we have a drinking game in place, we can't really afford to. But we might skip certain sections because, like last time, it's just recapping things we already know.
Yeah. But I skimmed through. The first bit involves a shark, so we can't skip that.
Then let's get this party started.
Yeah. Chapter 6. I was getting
Just beat the
depressed.
shark part, then move on to chapter 7.
I was getting depressed. I know that feeling. This BBC program had been giving me nothing but bad news. Did anything go right in this world? Previously on Magic Foxball Girl.
Nope.
It's almost like all this shit that's going on is totally contrived.
Yes. So basically it's a load of carp. Larasco, go to pun jail. Glad we can at least get chummy over God damn it.
Quit reading the comments.
The United States was also in a terrible mood.
Well, what else is new?
Don't say!
Not the people, just like the land mass itself. It had always been assumed a man with the willpower, that's supposed to be one word, you jackass, to become president would never suddenly resign without a fight. President Nixon had resigned after being under tremendous pressure for 2 years. President Martin simply walked away. Commentators agreed it was another shock and a horrible week, but we shouldn't be so surprised. The poor guy had condemned the world to a slow, miserable death. No, he didn't.
So we are admitting that the nuke is what stopped the wind then.
But they have no
That's
idea.
how nukes work.
Does that count as like a... I think that wine somehow qualifies for a drink.
Yeah, like a contradiction. Cameron says Florida was pouting in the corner. I got distracted for a bit. What's with the shark on the screen, by the way? Seems a little fishy.
Stop!
He was basically done with this shit. Oh my god.
Stop reading their comments, and then they'll stop.
President Martin's unprecedented sudden resignation.
No, wait, you missed a sentence that is another contradiction.
There was no chance he would be allowed to stay in office.
There's no chance he'd be allowed in office, but we are all surprised when he left.
Yeah.
Drink.
President Martin's unprecedented sudden resignation with no warning was another indicator that the world was in a real mess.
I think I can drink for that. Because, again, it's like, we're surprised, but not.
Oh, the world is in one heck of a pickle. Am I right, guys?
Yep.
Tell me about it.
I must have made some of my trademarked funny faces because Nancy laughed. I'm sorry, when was this established? Oh, right, just now. I told her.
Plot point brought up and immediately ignored?
Okay. Anyway, I told her.
I wish I could walk away from his mess. An 18-year-old girl with no experience in anything has to save the world from extermination. Good luck, everybody. Okay, that's the only right thing she has said in this whole entire book so far.
Yep. Vice President Veronica Stinson was sworn in as president at 4 o'clock in the morning. I think they'd wait a little later in the day to do that. Hello, Cobe. How are you doing?
Hey, Cobe.
Theresa, in my day. Her first televised statement showed she was shaken. Books were about vampires. We could be reading like Dracula or something right now. But
Why not?
I actually thought you were gonna really go there and say we could be reading Twilight.
No.
Oh.
And Shirtless Wolfmen. But this
Twilight
just
bad.
goes to...
Twilight cringe.
Yeah. This just goes to show you the power of $10. She said something about how we all had to pull together and do what we could. It was something like that. Also, I don't think that the new president would be visibly shaken on television. That's not good for morale.
Well, remember, it was 4 a.m. She probably just got up.
Yeah, true. Hello, Gemma. I hope you're feeling all right.
Hi, Gemma.
I didn't pay much attention. Yeah, you're saying that the world's ending, but you're not paying attention to what's going on. I was shook up myself. Somehow all this disastrous mess had something to do with me.
Contradiction.
Yep. If I had told people about how years ago would any of this have happened, that was my burden.
That's because...
Oh, Gemma and Jacob, since you guys just got here, we're taking a page out of your book. We have a drinking game. If you guys would like to join us, should I reread the rules?
Yeah. We've had, 5 drinks already?
More. Take a shot every time a plot point is brought up and immediately ignored. Take a shot every time the book contradicts itself. Take a shot every time Theresa's praised. Take another if she hasn't done anything to earn said praise. Take a shot every time Theresa is sexualized. And take a shot every time there is a pointless scene. Good luck.
Still sound like an Aberdeen police officer with one hand a smoking addiction. Haha. Alright, well, we got DCI Steel in the chat tonight, then. Just don't be talking about porn and smoking your e-cigarette. Sadly, I've got no booze. Oh, that is sad. I'm sorry. The program wasn't over. There were more surprises. If that's the word you want to use. The captain, capitalized, of the ship that found me in the South Atlantic had given a statement last night when I arrived in England.
I'm sorry, Raptor, what were you trying to say?
Need help.
Yeah.
Gotta get out of here. It's not over.
We are just reaching page 100.
God.
Wait, we reached a milestone.
Don't celebrate yet, Raptor. That's just 21% of the way through.
Yes. Oh, God.
I hate this feature on Kindle.
Someone get Raptor.
Normally, I think it would be like a nice little helpful thing. Like, oh, I'm this % of the way there. Not for this.
Yeah, this is 5 weeks now. And we've made it 21%.
Wait, I have Kalula. I can totally spike this hot chalky. Go for it, my friend.
Nice. His statement was taped while I was being driven by ambulance to London, a fair distance from shore. His ship was the newest British aircraft carrier. As the BBC...
I consider that pointless.
Yeah. As the BBC announcer explained, the program was quickly put together for me. Yes, we know. I needed to know everything so that I could guess what Hal might be thinking all this time and why he did what he did. The captain's detailed statement was given in its entirety along with videos. I wish I had alcohol. No, Gemma, water and orange juice for you right now.
Don't you know booze is like the age-old remedy for everything?
And cough syrup.
Close enough.
Who was the captain last time?
I'd say chicken soup, but you're a vegetarian. I don't know who was the captain.
Are we the captain?
I don't think the captain's spoken before yet.
Alright.
Raptor, you're captain.
Arg. Arg. We sailed with partial crews. Many sailors were visiting their homes all over England and couldn't be called back in time for the Spanish rush to the South Atlantic. Arg.
Yar.
England!
It was a fool's mission. It had taken 70 years to find the Titanic. Although it was known where it sank.
Because it moved.
Now we're being asked to find a tiny body which almost suddenly sank. It may have been moved hundreds of miles or more by the ocean's currents. Madness, I
Contradiction. We knew exactly where the Titanic sank. Meanwhile, we can't find... Meanwhile, we need to find this girl whose body might have been taken by the currents, as if a ship couldn't have done the same thing.
Yep. Damn it. Sorry, Gemma.
The voyage.
Sorry, Gemma, I want you to get better. You're not getting out of another dramatic reading.
Gemma, Cobe, do you have mouthwash? That has alcohol in it.
Kenzie, come on!
I am trying to be helpful. It's called being a good friend, Manny.
Oh. Okay, I'll just go.
I don't know if you could hear my sassy little snap through my phone, but...
Yes, I could. Alright, I'll just go walk into traffic then, I guess.
The beginning of the voyage.
Now, wait till you're drunk, good and drunk first.
Jeez, thanks. Next character to be introduced needs the voice of Alexander 4488. I don't know who that is. And Raptor just started reading again, like, no, both of you shut up, we're getting on with this.
Well, I need to look up who this is. Keep going.
In the beginning of the voyage, we had to plow through 10 to 15-foot swells typical of the North Atlantic in June. The ship's rolling motions was comforting to the sailors who loved the walk and roll by baby sensation. But in the last 2 days...
Sensation! wait.
Not me.
Larasco says, I dare y'all to voice a character as Christopher Walken. I will take that challenge.
Last 2 days, the ship felt virtually motionless, as it skimmed on waters as smooth as plate glass. It was unnerving, Yog. The Queen Elizabeth was 120 miles from target at dawn, Yog. When the radar screen operator said, "Something's sailing ahead, sir," I looked at the radar screen, and indistinct horizontal smudge could be seen. Oh, yeah, how wide is it? I asked. "A mile, sir. Can only be birds. There must be millions of them." I considered how this could come about. Perhaps nuclear radiation killed a lot of fish. Yeah.
Wait. A mile.
Okay, so from what I could gather from this person, I could only find maybe a couple videos in where he speaks and is not being talked about. He just kind of has a really douchey yet simultaneously prissy voice. That sound in the ballpark there, Cobe?
I will do the dramatic reading next week, even if I sound like this again. All right, Gemma. If you do that though, I'm crediting you as Roberta Steele. Douchey and prissy. Okay, so we got that and Christopher Walken to do.
Oh my! Have any of y'all ever feel like reading Until the End of Time, a Goku and Anne Frank / No. No, I do not.
You know, despite everything we've said about this book, I was having fun until I heard that. Goku and Anne.
Mr. Shadier, when we read Empress Theresa, we sometimes get demoralized, we get drained, but at the end of the day, we're three friends doing this to have a good time, and we do. We're drinking, we're bantering. We don't read this because we want to end our lives, which is what I am almost positive Until the End of Time would most certainly do to us.
Yes. And then Cameron just goes, I'm sorry, what?
Let us forget this exists and let us never speak of it again.
Well, with your vigilance for the rules of the drinking game, I'm sure we will forget by the time we're done tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna drink this memory away. Raptor, you're gonna have to find another method, buddy. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, now where were we talking about this impossible flock of birds?
As I was saying. If so, and Teresa's body was floating, she drifted with the fish. You might find her after all, yuck. Hey, of course, for that flock of birds, I said, yuck. An hour later, the sun was several diameters above the horizon.
Several diameters?
It was full light. On every ship, sailors... On every ship, sailor not on duty were on deck to see this once-in-a-lifetime sight. Some passed around small, cheap binoculars bought in department stores, and some had video cameras waiting for this remarkable recording opportunity.
Oh my god, birds!
Wait. Ships? I thought there was just the one.
Hours passed, yeah.
Wait, Gemma says, have you ever took a moment to look up at the stars and think about your life and just how stupid you are?
Hey!
A flock of birds? Unheard of. Well, the thing is, Lyrasco, they're talking about a mile-wide flock of birds.
Gemma,
a mile.
If it makes you feel better, I'm a fucking rock star with an amazing penis.
Okay, then.
Only Ninja Sex Party fans will get that reference.
Impossiburbs. God damn it. Wouldn't the radiation just kill all the birds too? Yes, it would.
Two more hours passed.
Yeah, 2 more hours passed. I ordered a helicopter to fly ahead and take a closer look. It was soon close to the scene, but not close enough to have its blades powered by the birds.
How convenient.
The crew looked down with binoculars, and saw something never beheld by human eyes, Captain, it's a school of sharks! There are tens of thousands of them! The water's red! Oh no!
Okay, I just
With
have
a massive feeding frenzy!
Oh wait, I have to say again. Tens of thousands of sharks. Tens of thousands.
Yeah, this was a nuke. This wasn't the Indianapolis, guys. Again, I think it's another case of Bhutan read about an historical fact, this one being the sinking of the Indianapolis, and thought, this is how all life works.
Oh, and Gemma says,
yes. Oh, yes! This is good from my Mary Sue book, ho!
More like ninja sex offenders. Got him.
What?
Cobe said more like ninja sex offenders.
You leave Danny Sexfang out of this.
Shall I continue off?
Yes.
Became new shark fins appeared briefly on the surface, Yog. They were all swimming towards the frenzy's bloody waters, which had spread out for many miles, Yog. It had been going on for days and days, and the sharks could smell blood from a great distance, Yog. I recognized the cursed white tips on the rounded dorsal fins, bloodied ocean white tips, the scourge of
Giggity.
Seaman. Oh, Seaman. Seaman.
Hey guys, remember
Like the
WAP
beach
spaghetti?
shark.
That's a joke we make a lot here.
Uh-huh.
Yes, WAP spaghetti.
Wop spaghetti and semen. Great.
And
White
sex
shark
caves.
that stayed close to the coastline. The oceanic white-tip sharks spanned the oceans. It killed more people than all other types of sharks combined. A mile from the frenzy, we slowed to a lower speed until we reached the frenzies where we stopped to consider our next strategy, Yog. The frenzy was about 400 yards wide, and the carrier was stopped on the edge, Yog. The sea was red with blood everywhere, Yog. So through binoculars, I could see sharks fighting over pieces of dead sharks. They were eating each
Soylent
other,
Green is
Yog.
sharks!
It became Soylent Shark, Yog. Yes.
Just picturing this shark like jumping up on the ship, like kneeling as best a shark can. Sharks! Soylent Green is sharks!
Wait a minute. Yeah, I think the whole Dan thing was made up by someone. What Dan thing? What am I just hearing?
Continue, Raptor.
I've been in the dark about this. Gemma, we'll talk about this later. Sorry.
I searched the center of the frenzy, Yog, where the activity was the greatest. God in heaven have mercy on us, Yog, I shouted. Theresa Hartley is in the middle of it,
She was eating the most sharks.
Yog. Sharks were lunging at Sharks were lunging at the unconscious Theresa, Yog, but were being killed before they could get a bite of her, Yog. Other sharks fed on the bleeding dead, Yog.
Just to interrupt real quick, because we know she gets out of this because of what was established last chapter, Manny, should we just be drinking throughout this entire story the captain's telling?
We'll take a drink for the story.
I mean, because really, everything he's saying is a pointless scene that's not going to get brought up later.
But this is all This is all one scene, though.
Fine, but I'm taking a really big drink for it.
Alrighty.
This nightmare had been going on for days, Yog. I ordered a launch to be lowered and 20 machine gunners to the deck, Yog. 6 sailors, Yog. It set off towards Theresa, but it would not be safe to pull her out of the water with a crowd of sharks lunging at them, Yog. I ordered the machine gunners to fire at the sharks, Yog. Officers kept them firing from left to right of Theresa, Yog, but no closer than 50 yards from her less they hit her or the launch, Yog. It was only necessary to wound one of the monsters and its blood drew attack from others, and thousands of rounds were fired per minute, Yog. But only a small fraction of the sharks were killed. Be it many times Times as many sharks swimming deeper down were coming up to the surface to join the frenzy, yog. The slaughter was working, yog, 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 yog.
Raptor, all
There
I
were
can do is
two
picture if
areas
you had been a pirate and how many times you'd be stabbed. We have one for every time you say yarg.
yog.
Oh, I love it.
Slaughter was working. There were two areas of mayhem safe distances from Theresa Yog. By the time the launch got to her, there were only a few confused sharks nearby, and they weren't attacking Yog. Theresa was unconscious, Yog. Her head and shoulders were above water. Two men pulled her into the boat, and they headed back to the ship, Yog. She was placed in a large basket, Yog, on a cable, Yog, and hauled up to the deck as quickly as possible, Yog.
Large basket, not
Was
even
pushed
like
inside the carrier.
sorry, a large basket, not even like an inflatable raft or anything. I'm just like picturing an oversized Easter basket.
Yeah, not like a freaking like a Coast Guard, like the platforms that they lower to get people out of the water. Just a basket.
Gemma, I have listened to all of these, and I still have no fucking clue what this book is about or understanding the words you are reading. Am I dying?
It's quite possible. Okay, Mr. Shadier, we do not mention Harry Potter on this channel unless we are making fun of it.
Quinge more. It's more like Quingy Potter. Quinger.
Don't hurt yourself,
Zing.
Raptor.
Silence, all of you. Why, Cope? What's going on? Or do you mean about the Harry Potter?
I think he's telling them because they're talking about Harry Potter.
Good man. Have a cigar.
But to answer Gemma's question, no, you're not dying. Bhutan is just shit at writing, and it's about a whole bunch of pointless bullshit that this girl Theresa goes through by the time she's 18 because a fox spit a light ball in her stomach that gave her super strength and a little dot in her eyes that helps her aim, and now she has to save the world because there's no wind.
Oh yeah,
there's the Cliff Notes version for you.
And the President of the United States tried to nuke her.
Yeah, but that's pretty pointless.
But she survived because she had empty Coke bottles and a bin bag.
Yep.
Magic. Yog. Her head and shoulders were above water. Wait, did I read this part already?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
Yeah, we got to the basket, yeah.
Yeah.
So she rushed.
She was rushed inside the carrier into the sick bay, Yog. The jumpsuit was unzipped, Yog. 2 electrocardial leads were placed on her head, Yog, to see if there were any cardiac activities at all, Yog. There were no activities, Yog. No sign of life, Yog.
And no Coke bottles.
So the British government...
Wait, I'm sorry.
So the British government was forced to send the dog magic mages, Yog.
I'm sorry, but Jama says, Kenzie, what does that mean?
I don't know. Ask Bhutan. I am just the messenger.
Alright, so that was the shark scene. And that was already incredibly stupid.
Yeah.
So we're gonna skip ahead now to chapter 7. Because this is all just people, like, talking about, oh, did we find Theresa? Oh, yes, we did. We didn't know about Hal, but Hal is here. I'm like Bernard doing his taxes right now. Yeah. What? What? Oh wait, I just saw this sentence. I hate using cliches.
Where? Where?
Page 104. It says, I hate using cliches, but in this case there really wasn't a dry eye in the room.
Okay, that doesn't meet any requirements for the drinking game, but I just need to pick me up.
Yeah. So yeah, everyone, since we're skimming to chapter 7, I guess you could say we're doing a time warp.
Again.
Yes.
Yes.
Cameron. Yes, cardiac activity in her skull. Okay, chapter 7.
Alright, I walked into a small meeting room on the ground floor. 4 television cameras placed at different angles were pointing at a small table with 2 chairs. The table held a large loose-leaf binder, a pitcher of water, glasses, notepads, and pens. Besides the camera crew, there were 12 government people. Government people, thank you. And 2 hotel staffers. There were no other guests, although thousands of highly placed people had called. Highly placed?
You know, like on top of mountains and skyscrapers and
Yeah, this guy's on top of the
No one ever heard of.
the
the
Ferris
Jolly
wheel.
Green Giant.
I guess no one ever heard of the word anticipated before.
I'm just picturing like the Jolly Green Giant just like crouched in the room trying to fit in.
Can I interest you in some beans?
Bonus, when Teresa's vitals inevitably restart in the skip section, Bhutan artfully describes the monitor lines as wiggling for 3 sentences in a row. You got your scotch, the drinking may commence. We've been drinking, Mr. Kuhn, but you can join us.
Please do.
Makes sense, because once we do the time warp to another chapter, it drives me insane. Oh, but Gemma, no, it's the pelvic thrust that really drives them insane.
Do not give us an image of Bhutan pelvic thrusting.
I wasn't thinking of that until you said it.
You
I just
were.
I just imagined that.
See what you did, Manny? You just traumatized poor Raptor.
You brought it up!
He's dying. Do you hear him?
I wasn't thinking of Bhutan either. I was thinking of the scene from Rocky Horror.
You know what you did.
That's much better now.
No, you are not pinning this on me.
Been done.
It's a much more palatable image, to be honest.
I was early.
Peace.
I was early and Blair was not there. Again, we're on like good friends terms now. He was probably caught in the bathroom. Okay. The meeting could last for hours, and he didn't want to be knocking his knees with billions of people watching.
I'm gonna consider that a pointless thing to bring up.
Don't laugh at that, Manny.
No.
I didn't laugh, Cobe. I just went along with it.
Oh, Norman, why?
Well, I was glad to be alone, to get people used to seeing me standing there without talking. One of my BC professors was commenting one day about this and that. He mentioned how it annoyed him to see the talking heads on television keep talking all the time like they had something important to say. They just lowered their credibility. I was determined not to speak unless necessary. Then when I did, people would know I was saying what I believed. I walked to the table and stood there. After a moment, I opened the loose-leaf binder. It contained my Mission Impossible file. My eyebrows went up in surprise. Then I resumed my gaze at the entrance I thought the Prime Minister would use. The whole world was watching. My hair had dried and flared out in that magnificent mane that oohed and awed everybody. Fuck off!
Get ready to drink.
Norman,
Keep going.
My green outfit was modest, only 5 inches above the knees. Why? And with not much cleavage, but didn't hide my well-turned my well-turned figure.
Drink.
Oh no, not yet. Alright,
No, that sexualized her.
No, but it's still going. Alright, my chest and butt were well outlined. There, I said it. So call the police. Yeah,
Yes, I will call the police.
Now I'm drinking.
Alright, well, I'm gonna drink again.
And not just because of the rule. Was I conscious of the effect I had on viewers? Everybody knew I was, or I would be sitting down. I could imagine Steve grinning from ear to ear. Fuck off.
Oh god, my wife is being interviewed because she has been an alien. She has an alien living inside her, and she's been keeping it from me from as long as I knew her. But hey, at least I can see her ass well outlined through her dress.
Not yet, man. You can't stop me. Go ahead. I glanced at a TV screen. It showed my magnificence in full-length profile. Technicians started grinning. They knew, and knew that I knew they knew, etc. I struggled to maintain an innocent expression, but the grin worked its way out. I couldn't help myself. I had to say it.
I don't want to.
Come on!
I'll say it for you.
It's stupid.
Say it!
Fine, but I'm mad about it.
Noted.
You should see... No, because he calls it... Fine. You should see the little black nothing dress I had on the first time Steve entered my dorm room. Stop calling it nothing! It's a dress. It is, by definition, something.
Cobe, the N-word. There, I said it. Gemma says I need an adult.
Yeah, I'm gonna take another drink, just...
Yep.
Just cuz.
This Cope's basic comment just with my spirits up.
Good. The technicians and government men all laughed. No, they didn't.
Ho 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 ho. That was very funny.
Who could blame me for taking a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to flaunt it to the world?
Remember, this good Christian girl, guys.
Yep. While I posed, Blair... Should be a comma there. While I posed, Blair came in the same entrance I'd used and walked to the other side of the table. Who was Blair?
It was me. I was Blair.
Oh yeah, you doing your best Toby impression.
Good evening! How are you?
He asked.
Fine.
I answered with a warm smile. Blair indicated my seat with his hand and we both sat down. We waited a few seconds to let me settle my stuff in. I spoke first.
I'm still perplexed by this sentence. Let my stuff... Settle my stuff... Does he mean her titties?
I think... Is this
well,
like... Is this
Bhutan, a little thing you need to know about women and women's anatomy is that, you know, the boobs are a part of the woman. They don't need to settle in.
I think he's, like, expecting real life to be, like, anime jiggle physics, like, girl moves and, like, the boobs are just like, wah, 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 wah.
Settle down, guys.
This girl needs Jesus. That's the thing, Mr. Shade here. She's supposed to be a devout Christian.
Not even Christian. Catholic.
Yeah, I think even Jesus would struggle with this girl. Yeah, it's like you got the street preacher. No, Jesus does love all his children, but, sweetheart, he's got some issues with you.
It's like Toby is in the room with us. Please never show our streams to Toby.
Oh, God.
Manny's already worried he doesn't like him.
Yes. Mr. Kuhn says, breast stabilizing. 90%. 95%. Breast stabilization complete.
Alright, are we done with our chronic stupidity?
What?
For now, anyway.
I was gonna say, when are we ever?
Yes.
Okay. We made it to the big leagues. Think they're watching in China?
Only if the government allows them to.
Most likely! I am told 4 billion people are watching this!
Of course. Too bad we can't sell tickets. It must drive celebrities crazy.
What?
So the funny thing about celebrities is
Oh,
they're
oh.
people. So if the whole world right now is completely fucked, I'm pretty sure they'd be just as concerned and not worrying about ticket sales.
South Park taught us that celebrities are actually crab people in disguise.
Have we ever had an episode where we have not referenced South Park?
No. Tobias Rex. Actually, you know, the thing is, we did have, I did once make a comment about, Toby being dressed as a T-Rex.
We need fan art
Interesting.
of that.
I'll get on it.
Raptor, you up?
Say?
Cobb just says, God, I hate women.
They would kill for an
Ace.
audience like this. I don't even care. Okay, drink, that's a contradiction.
Uh-huh.
Ugh.
He laughed, and so did I. He was relieved.
So funny!
I'm gonna have a bath now. Just make sure you're singing your shanties, sir. I'm covered in so much dirt from work that I look racist.
Oh my god. Wouldn't be a Teresa stream without Cobb's casual racism.
Okay, Kenzie, what's
Yes.
worse, that or what I said right when your friend showed up yesterday?
Oh no, that.
Which one?
You.
Ace department.
That was my best friend's first impression of you.
I mean, in fairness, you should have warned her.
Oh, I did.
Mr. Good says, wash off that Justin Trudeau. Okay, but so how much does your friend hate me?
She had fun.
Oh, I'm glad.
She had to leave. She didn't make it all the way through because she had to start making dinner, but she had fun.
I thought you were gonna say because of a racist asshole.
Well, I mean, that's what she told me, but you know.
I can't tell if you're joking.
Maybe she just didn't want to hurt your feelings.
I can't tell if you're joking or not.
You'll never know.
Or, you know, the time Rudy's called someone the N-word twice on a stream. Oh, no, not just someone. But, they actually said it 3 times. Loudly. Hard R.
When was this?
Hello, base department.
It was the week before Christmas. We watched the Star Wars Holiday Special. Rudy got high, got very angry about what someone was doing, and called them a dumb N-word 3 times.
In the movie or in the stream?
In the stream.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, they were on call with me.
Oh.
East.
Kenzie turning on the gaslight. Turn off that pesky ad block. The ad block is off.
So Empress Theresa. Raptor, you're up.
Oh yeah, but needless to say, I had to delete that stream.
Yeah, no shit.
I called your room, but you were on the way down. I don't think you're a space alien. Ho 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 ho.
What?
I am
Is he Santa? Is
funny.
he Santa now? He said it with a
What?
smile to show he was kidding.
I
Maybe.
don't think you were on your way down. I don't think you're a space. What? What do those two sentences have to do with each other?
I'm just really
It's
trying
meant to be a funny.
not to think about any of this as we read it.
I can't help it though.
And me? Oh yeah,
Oh.
Gemma was on the stream as well.
I'm not so hard to
I would
get
say.
along with.
Okay, it was a
Human
weak thing
dialogue
to say, but I couldn't
101.
think of anything clever. Well, that's nothing new. I know who they were referring to. Yeah, actually,
I talked with President Stinson. Her people know much about you, and assure you, you can. Still might be talking.
yeah.
Talk about Howl. The first question is, what is he made of?
No.
Matter?
No. The first question is, what is he made? No, there's no of, at least
Oh
not
my
in my
god!
version.
Nope, not in mine either.
What is he made?
Not in mine. I just noticed that.
Well, see,
Well, see, because you're intelligent, Raptor, your brain just automatically fills in or corrects flaws.
you see,
But
I gotta say, my hat's off to Geno Samuel. Like, it's a lot harder to just read something as it's written and not try and correct the mistakes.
well, Geno Samuel is a king,
Yeah.
and he's been doing this for what?
Um,
What has it been 10 years that he's been making this documentary?
I think so.
I believe for a long time he's made of dark matter.
You
This
believe?
dark matter.
Wait. You believe that the light, that ball of light, is made of dark matter? Mm-hmm.
Nobody knows, but there's a lot of it.
How do we
Intelligent,
know
thank
it
you, Baton.
exists?
Can't see.
Oh, I thought I didn't hear him read it.
Oh, yeah.
We only know about it from its effects on gravity. Galaxies don't rotate at the right speed for the amount of visible matter they have. I think they found out dark matter made galaxies get together in the first place. Why do you know this, Miss? I wanted to just be a high school math teacher.
And anything be made of dark matter.
Why not?
Because that's
Think
not
of
how
a-
anything works. That's why
Yeah.
not.
Think of a dark matter universe with dark matter people. What? They can't see our universe.
I'm
They
waiting
can't
for
know
Cope to say
matter has
something.
not. What?
I'm waiting for Cope to say something.
Yep. Come on, Cobe. We said something with the word dark in it. Have at it.
Yeah, Mr. Coon says African American matter, please.
We knew that was coming. I thought it was low hanging fruit, so I chose not to.
Matter of color.
They can't know matter has 92 elements that organize in a million ways. How could they guess we have planets with millions of kinds of creatures? We find new things in nature all the time. The dark matter world should have lots of surprises for us. I'm taking a drink. None of this matters, and I don't think it'll be brought up again.
Oh, and Larasco just said, oh boy, I was so looking forward to Theresa house-splaining science to us.
I think we'll have to get used to that.
Yep. I'm not, I'm not a fucking jukebox.
Come on, Cope, here's a nickel.
I think you need at least a dime. A nickel will just give you a shoe shine.
Get the cool shoe shine.
Keeps how together.
Dark matter, more like basketball matter. Damn it, Tim!
His own gravity and some dark matter particles may have some kind of stickiness. How do you know this stuff? You don't even you. Okay, this is a contradiction because she's said that before. No one knows anything about Hal, and yet here she is explaining it, what he's made of.
And apparently, gravity combined with dark matter is just like chewing gum. It's got some stickiness to it.
Dark matter's Gorilla Glue.
Confirmed.
Okay, I have a game for you to explain this plot hole. Hal gave Theresa a book of the species, like a textbook, and she's been studying this before the interview so she can answer these complicated questions. Evidence is my own ass.
Well
Hey,
done.
that's just a theory.
Interestingly, he didn't pursue that
For watching,
line,
please
probably
subscribe.
because it was outside his field and he didn't want to look dumb. He's not the one
He's
looking dumb here.
talking. You just wanted to teach math.
Let's talk about Hal. Oh, and what he does. He seems to do things for you. You should have had broken bones when you fell into the water. Did Hal prevent that?
Maybe,
Shadier
but I
says-
did have 11 Coke bottles. No, she didn't say that.
Yeah, I was looking at the chat. I had to look at the book for a second. They're like, wait, what? But Mr. Shadier says dark matter is just a dead Shoggoth.
Maybe. When I played baseball with the boys, the kids had a betting pool on how many games I played before I broke an arm or leg when I crashed into basement. Who's ever broken an arm or a leg just from running into the basement?
Answer, no one.
They were sure I'd wipe out. Nobody believed I'd last 4 years without an injury. Al takes care of my bones. Or, you just never had hit anyone hard enough to break a bone.
Mr. Kun said that honestly I would have expected this to be the actual words in the book. Evidence, my own great looking ass. Dark matter, just what Theresa calls flex tape. Oh my god, that would be perfect. Okay.
She just looks up at the world and how there's no wind and how everything's fixing. She just quietly says to herself, "That's a lot of damage."
No, when we make this movie, we are doing it. We have to hire Phil Swift. So when she's like, I think it's gravity and dark matter, just no, it's flex tape. Like he just
the stand-in for Hal. We don't use CG. We just use a wadded up ball of flex tape on a string.
Yes. Mr. Kuhn says, you're not supposed to crash into basement, though. Yeah, that's a very good point, actually.
Yeah.
She's not running into the basement. She's face planting into it.
Marcy, welcome.
Oh, hello, Marciana. Welcome back.
Welcome.
We're glad that...
I promise I'll behave myself this time.
Yeah, I'm glad Manny's casual racist jokes didn't scare you off for this stream.
I promise.
Like
just
face jokes.
I was chat-tizing him earlier.
And Mr. Shady, we're saying base men, not basement. But either way, your statement fits actually.
Yeah, well, she's about as smart as the kind of person who would do something like that. So
yeah, Hal's made of calcium. Problem solved. Wait, Hal was a white ball? The fox just spit like a giant gob of milk at her.
It's a tonsil stone. I get those. Theresa would be smelling awful.
Halcyon. Couldn't go to fucking pun jail.
Yeah.
Alright,
Or he protected you from the sharks.
there we go.
No. She makes a pun, and I am not saying it in protest. All I'm saying
No, that's
is
not a
the line.
pun.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
How's that a pun?
I'm grateful for that, and that's all I'm saying.
Okay.
You can read it if you want.
I don't want to sleep with the fishes.
Hal gives you extraordinary strength.
Fuck you. Not you, Raptor.
Hal
Why
gives
me?
you extraordinary.
Did you say this helps you?
Yeah, I think so. I'll say it again.
Yeah, sorry.
Hal gives you extraordinary strength. This helps you.
It's useful. How? You've never used it other than to bend
bend-
horseshoes to show your preacher.
Gives you accuracy in throwing things. Useful?
It helped in pitching baseball, and that's literally all it. I haven't done anything else since then. Father Dick Donutty told you that. I didn't tell him one other thing. When Hal merged with me, my hair started growing thicker. Who the fuck cares? I looked at it under the microscope. It's nearly twice as thick as other girls' hair. R/I'm not like other girls.
I'm just thinking of the song from yesterday.
I guess Hal keeps it full of water. How do you
Wait.
Oh, lol.
Keeps it full of water?
Raptor, take it away.
Does that help you?
No, I don't want to answer that.
I smiled.
No, it looks good.
Up in the wind, help.
Oh god. Kenzie, I'm sorry. Gemma says Kenzie doesn't like puns. I'll have to try and impress her.
Gemma?
She's sick.
Ah! Mr. Cook.
My hair
My
and
hair
my body.
and my body started growing thicker.
Teresa's that one woman from Inhumans.
I do
Medusa.
not know the reference.
I like Medusa.
Where were we at?
How does stopping the wind help you?
It doesn't. I've been thinking about that. Hal is beginning to sound pretty dumb. Okay, so we have another contradiction here, because the previous chapter suggested it was the nuke that did it, whereas here it's suggesting that she did it, so I'm drinking.
Yep. Cope says, that's right, Gemma, you sit in that uncomfortable silence.
Thank you. That's how I'm answering everyone's puns on stream from now on. You're just gonna be met with uncomfortable silence until one of my fellow monkeys decides to dance instead.
What was the thing you posted, Raptor?
I'm not a monkey. I'm a
Monk-
dinosaur.
Monkey. Like monkey
All right,
punch.
Manny, my fellow monkey, and Raptor, my dinosaur son.
Yes.
Monkey Society.
That fucking picture of Godzilla and Kong. I am literally a walking nuclear power plant. What is your ability? Monkey.
Hey, monkey. Hey, monkey.
Gemma says I am not
Me,
sorry.
monkey.
You will be.
You will be. You will be.
Good, I'm glad you did. That's what I was setting up.
Yes.
We have Hal the Stupid?
What?
What? Wait, what is this sentence? The desperately hoped for progress? The desperately hoped for progress.
Proofreading Bhutan, have you heard of it?
Gemma says she will convert you.
Not happening.
What do you mean, Gemma?
If it's been 24 years, and if my uncle, who conveniently not being a dad, but is full of dad jokes and puns, hasn't managed to convert me, I seriously doubt a Scottish woman all the way in the UK can.
Let her convert you, Gemma. I mean, I can't see that is. Sorry, my mind's confusing it. Anyway,
Whose
don't fall
side are
for
you
Gemma's
on,
traps.
Raptor?
I'm on your side. Don't fall for Gemma's tricks. She just wants you. She just wants another prisoner for the pun
That's my boy.
jail.
Anyway,
She's the punch master after all.
we can get another version of We're Bad at This art for Empress Theresa with Raptor chugging Mountain Dew in the middle.
Dude, yes.
It's not another version of We're Bad at This, Mr. Kuhn, but I do have something involving Raptor coming soon.
Oh, good.
Is it the 69 thing?
Yes.
Oh, right.
Yes, it's the 69 thing.
Uh,
Can we get like an
Oh, yeah.
added bonus to that
69.
of like a human woman just walking past Raptor's open bedroom door, just looking at him with a perplexed expression?
If you can like drop Cricket like another $5 or $10, then yes.
I could probably do that.
All right.
Son, what are you doing?
Watch, says Gemma.
69, mama. 69.
You sounded like one of the sisters from Cinderella. 69, mama.
Are we done?
No, never. Gemma just says, "You just watch." Yeah, you'll just hear like some like pulsing sound, and then you'll just hear like bagpipes playing "Scotland the Brave" behind you. You turn around, Gemma's just standing there.
Gemma, how did you get in my house?
she teleported.
I didn't even use pun voodoo like Darius does.
She teleported by drinking 5 tins of iron brew in a row.
All right, should we go move on?
Yes.
Yes.
Because here's a line I want to touch on. He's never shown me any brains. He doesn't talk and does this dumb thing. Almost as if we've kind of jumped the gun on assuming he's sentient in the first place.
Yep.
He does complicated things.
Wait, how does the Prime Minister know that? He's asking about it. He knows nothing about it.
Animals do complicated things. What?
I'm lost.
What does that have to do with anything?
I guess it's meant to undermine what Hal does is because, like, yeah, he may have done this thing that's kind of complicated, but a fox can do just the same thing.
Raptor, you're giving Bhutan too much credit.
I'm sorry. Gemma says, "Another prisoner for my pun jail?" No, not at all. Puts chains away.
And chains.
Gemma, I love you, but if you somehow just inexplicably showed up in my house with change, I am calling the cops.
She would
came
just,
to Earth.
She would bamboozle the cops into leaving by showing them the spellings of the names of places in Scotland and then telling them what the pronunciations are.
Quick, Gaelic. Gaelic. I don't know how it's pronounced. And nothing is pronounced the way it's spelled.
Yeah, it's spelled Garioch, but it's pronounced Giri.
He came to Earth.
He came to Earth exactly when we developed high technology after our presence here for millions of years.
What? No. What?
He could have arrived here before the dinosaurs. That's okay.
No. He arrived there 10 years ago.
Drink.
Gemma's the pinhead of pun hell. The pun labyrinth.
It's a labyrinth.
She's the pale man of the pun labyrinth.
Yeah, Gemma just shows up like pale white skin wearing black leather. Kenzie, I have such puns to teach you.
The pale man didn't wear black leather. Vanny, you want to tell us about some fan fiction you've been writing?
No, I'm still talking Pinhead, the Cenobites.
I was talking about pale man.
Yeah, because he shows up and like, we have such sights to show you.
You should pun Gemma's pins. There's a piece of paper with a pun on it. Every time she wants to tell a pun, she just takes it off, reads it out loud, and whoever's reading dies. It is super scary, and I am losing my mind in this book.
Wait, Kenzie, was the pale man that thing from Pan's Labyrinth with the eyes on its hands?
Yep.
Oh!
That was a dope fucking scene.
Yeah.
It was scary as hell, and the rest of it's
Why does he have
whimsical.
eyes on his hand?
For the longest time, I thought that movie was straight up horror.
Gemmarillo del Toro presents Pun's Labyrinth. Thank you, Cope.
Cope, that's a pun jail sentence. You are getting slapped with a rubber chicken. How did I not see that coming?
I don't know.
That was gift wrapped, and I didn't even know it.
Gemma says, Cobe, I love this. Okay, but we gotta focus here. We've got 13 pages to go, and we've already gone for an hour and 11 minutes.
However, I will say, Raptor, make, Rio del Toro Pun's Labyrinth. Make that a movie poster. Please. After the stream, obviously.
Okay.
Alright, where were we?
He was seen coming down.
Okay, that's you, Raptor.
Could have been something we needed.
No,
maybe he called it down.
You read he was seen.
He was seen coming down to Earth as a white ball.
Could have been something he needed. Maybe he called it down. You don't know that. That's another contradiction, and it's pointless. I'm doing 2 drinks.
You're laughing, but to me,
I just wanted to go to a 7-Eleven.
Cobe, no.
Get a Mountain Dew.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I just read.
Cobe says you're laughing, but to me and Gemma, this is foreplay.
Jesus Christ.
I think we need Cobe, go to horny jail. I never thought I'd say that.
I'm taking a drink for that.
Yeah.
I just need to wash that from my brain.
Okay,
this is foreplay.
I actually gotta say that reminds me of something.
No, don't tell it.
No, have you ever did you ever watch Friends?
Yes.
It reminds me of, like, with Gemma being sick right now, it reminds me of the episode when Monica is very sick, but she's trying to seduce Chandler. I just imagine Gemma doing the same thing. Are you saying you don't want to get with this?
Criticism, please laugh.
Blair stopped.
The door is made of wood and you're laughing. Blair stopped. To each of his points, I had given a perfectly legitimate counterpoint.
No, you haven't.
Nice.
That's never happened even once in this entire book. I shot down every idea people had about Hal. I wasn't arguing. I was pointing out that nothing certain was known about Hal. We knew some of the things he did, but nothing about Hal himself. Okay, so you're back to assuming that he's sentient.
More contradicting.
Yes, Cope.
Mr. Kuhn, how are you holding up? You still playing along with our drinking game? Cope, please stop imagining that. Don't make me kick your ass, Manny.
Poor Blair looked confused. Where could he go with this?
Mr. Quinn says, welcome to Fact Hunt. Yeah, we haven't made a character, what's a Guru Larry yet. Then again, maybe we shouldn't be ripping off Bad Creepypasta too much. But we're gonna do it anyway.
I mean, do we really want to bring up the person who viciously assaulted Vince 12?
What?
It was a joke they had, like that Guru Larry was a racist who attacked Vince 12, and the last thing he heard before he was knocked out was, "Hello, you."
Like, I remember them making jokes that Guru Larry was racist, but I don't remember that part.
Like, Cope found a picture of him, and he was like, the last thing Vince saw before he passed out.
Okay. The pressure is pretty high on both of us.
I said to help him rally.
It is.
He resumed.
Perhaps if we study what Hal does, we'll better understand what he is.
I'm game.
Cope just says, "Hello, you." Oh my god, this first fucking line.
Go for it, Raptor.
Thickens your hair, gives you growing accuracy, gives you great strength, and defended you from sharks. Aside the individual effects, what are the purposes of these behaviors?
Fuck all. It's either to defend me or our merger. What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know.
What's a parasite? He's feeding off of Teresa's blood.
No.
He doesn't want to.
Don't you see?
No,
it's like
no,
venom.
Raptor,
It's a
that'd be
symbiote.
interesting.
The last chapter is just Teresa dying of blood loss.
Again, no, Raptor,
Hal.
because that'd be interesting.
Guru Larry, but he's Hal in this story. Okay, well,
Hello,
if
you.
Hal ever
I'm
says,
Hal.
yeah,
If Hal does speak, we will give him Guru Larry's voice.
yes. Thank you, Gemma.
Hal might be defending your merger.
Hal has the 60s Batman shark repellent on hand.
Yes.
It wasn't Hal that saved Teresa, it was Batman. Robin tossed him down the bat shark repellent.
Hal is Adam West.
Hal defends her specifically from sharks. If a bear comes at her, she's fucked. Okay, yeah, Hal might be defending your merger, he asked, clutching at straws. Look who's pot meet kettle!
He must get something out of it. Sexually.
For blood, Teresa.
Now we were getting somewhere. No, we're not.
Let's review. Hal was made of dark matter.
No, he's
He's
made of
stupid.
Light. Again, pot kettle.
He defends you and your merger with him. What did he get from her merger? We're just redundant, because I know that he gets your blood, your tasty blood, Teresa. You're dying, Teresa. You've been slowly dying since childhood, Teresa. Like we all are, Teresa.
Wait, Cobe,
Hal is just a tick that jumped from the fox onto Teresa.
Cobe, the last comment before this one I see from you is just saying, "Hello, you." And I did read that one. Did you say something else? So Hal's defending the dimensional merge. Oh god. Hal is actually Sonnet Shoot.
true.
The cringe cinematic universe is collapsing in on itself.
That was a tough question. I thought about it for 20 seconds.
1 Mississippi.
Okay,
2 Mississippi.
now I'm just like picturing the prime minister and like all these reporters like, how long is she just going to be sitting there staring at her feet? They're like placing bets on how long it takes her to come back to thought.
We got 20 seconds. Who's got 20 seconds?
Yeah, Kobe, I'm pretty sure it did get zucked. Because I don't see anything.
Oh, no. Yeah, I didn't see any.
It was really racist. Oh, please,
well, there you go.
Please DM me. Please DM me and I'll read it out.
YouTube's better at nuking comments than the US government is at nuking 18-year-olds.
Olay.
Where were we? Shit.
He becomes...
He becomes something more than he would be on his own. It must be pretty dull in the dark matter universe. I'm taking another drink. This is all doesn't matter. I thought she was supposed to save the world from wind or the lack of it. What the hell?
It don't matter. None of this matters. Koba's hit super critical levels of based. Raptor.
A stupid hell who has a need. A fox walked up to your mother before you were born, and how much with you 10 years ago? Are there 2 hells? A talking cat?
I never heard that story. What happened?
Okay, well, you see, it's about this cat that can
when
talk
you
to
were 10.
Never heard that story? Well, you see, it's about this cat that can talk to people and give them advice, but only once per person.
He's a talking cat, Kenzie. Isn't that shocking and weird? A talking cat?
I am not in the mood.
It was very funny. Please, Cobe, please DM me what you said.
Say it in Discord.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Oh, wait, there it goes. Or does it?
Okay. The BBC didn't mention that.
Your father told the story. Is it important?
No, it's not. It could be. What was my mother doing?
He was raking leaves in the backyard. This is very important. Yes. Well,
did you see it?
Yes.
Must be good. What was it?
Before World War II, there were 4 million Jews recorded as living in Europe. But, hello you, and welcome to 8 Lies Told by Your Zionist Masters.
Jesus Christ. Well, hope you guys are enjoying the stream, because you won't be seeing it after we're done.
Base department.
Raking leaves, Manny.
Okay, raking leaves. Something Hal probably never saw before. Oh my god.
What is this? Is this what you humans call waking?
I think this is you, Raptor.
Don't you see? Hal might have been in North America 100 million years, but he never saw anybody waking leaves before.
Okay, yeah. But Hal was seen coming to Earth 3 years later. Now they've switched positions. Now he's saying that Hal could have been here for 100 million years, and now Theresa's saying, well, no.
Yeah.
He only... So now I'm gonna take another drink.
And Cobe says, I'm not even sorry, that's the worst part. You mean the best part?
There's only one Hal. And Struthers. Sorry, I forgot.
Oh wait. Sorry. Go ahead. Say there's only one Hal again.
There's only one Hal.
Jan Struthers.
Told me Doppler radar shows a colon of disturbed air above.
Where? Wait, what?
Oh,
Where?
okay. And Jan Struthers shows me a column of disturbed air above me.
So okay, so
said-
this is wrong. He's not. Bouton, you have to establish who's talking. Okay, so this was my line. There's only one Hal. Jan Struthers told me Doppler radar showed a column of disturbed air above me. They sent up a satellite to look for more Hals. They never found one. He was interested in my mother, but not ready to make a transfer. What you saw was something he needed.
Okay.
Why did he want to transfer to your mother?
Oh my god.
Oh wait. Gemma says, "How many drinks have you had now?" It's not worth keeping count anymore.
Oh yeah, were we trying to keep count?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the bad thing about doing this during like live streaming is that we don't have an editor to keep count for us.
Yeah.
How about next week I'll start tallying.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Speaking of next week, though, before I forget, would you guys be able to do the next one Tuesday instead of Thursday?
Yeah, it'd be fine.
Raptor?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, thanks, because my brother and sister-in-law are moving next week and they need help on Thursday afternoon, so I appreciate that.
Oh god, this explanation is so stupid.
Did you expect
Mom was
anything else?
holding a rake. Hal thought it was an extra appendage. That's what made her different.
I'm sorry?
Citation needed.
I mean, that actually kind of made me angry.
Keep going.
Hold on, I'm refilling here. Oh god, work's gonna be such a pain tomorrow morning. No, I need more than that. Oh god, I probably just sound like an alcoholic there. Okay,
Blair's face.
Oh wait, Blair's face showed he sensed I was getting close to the goal. I'm sorry, what? I think that's you, Raptor.
Trees have many appendages.
Is the text for anyone
Yeah,
for the next line really, really weird?
It's very tiny.
Yeah.
So
Raptor, what about you?
Whisper it, Kenzie.
Guess it's meant to be like a whisper.
Trees don't do anything.
Yes.
I mean, that's demonstrably untrue, but...
Provide oxygen, homes for birds,
Lumber?
yeah, that. I don't feel like thinking anymore right now.
Ella needs something that moves.
I wouldn't call it a need. Something made of dark matter couldn't evolve in its own. We make it evolve. What?
Couldn't evolve in its own.
Raptor.
Remarkable! No, it's not.
I'm taking a drink for that. I count that remarkable as praise that she doesn't deserve.
Keep what's remarkable.
You're remarkable,
There it is.
Theresa. What of the difference of the wake that made Hal interested in your mother?
I thought about that. I thought a full minute.
Don't hurt yourself.
Again, they're like, okay, come on, 1 minute, come on. I asked.
Can we take a break?
Yes.
He looked shocked. I wanted to take a break now.
Oh, a talking cat?
The government people felt the same way. They rolled their eyes as I got up and walked out. A dozen security guards escorted me through the lobby to the elevators. Hotel guests were caught by surprise watching... No! You said there were no other guests! By surprise watching television in their rooms and didn't have time to come down and see me in the flesh. Outsiders were kept out, as it should be. I got back to my suite and asked Nancy to turn off the TV. I needed silence to think things out. It was an hour and 15 minutes later when Prime Minister Blair knocked on the door. Nancy let him in. I was sitting at a table. I said cheerfully and took another look at my notepad.
I guess I have enough.
I got up to leave.
Enough?
Asked the PM.
Enough notes. I figured out what Hal is about.
No, you didn't. He looked doubtful. From such scanty evidence, could anything be deduced?
Yes.
No. No, it couldn't.
Oh, nothing. Citation needed. Like I said before, citation needed.
We got back to the meeting room and sat down. I ripped off 6 pages from my notepad and arranged them on the table left to right. But I would never...
More like 69 pages.
God damn it.
69 pages.
Like, Raptor, I even hear, like, you starting to lose hope. I hear it in your voice. Like, when that's all the laughter you can muster for one of your 69 jokes, you know it's bad.
My God, how much more do we have to go?
69.
11 pages.
Oh, okay, we can't. We have to...
11?
Yeah. But I would never refer to them. I waited for Blair to start.
You have one? Do you have something to announce?
He suggested gently.
Hal has nothing to do with alien civilization. He has no more brains than a jellyfish, and neither do I. He's a natural thing left over from the Big Bang. There must be trillions of Hals all over the universe. After spending time on one planet, they reproduce somehow and travel to other stars. The Hals cling to objects made of matter. Think of syrup on pancakes. The Hals are the syrup and they assume the shape of the pancakes. Most of the Hals clung to rocks billions of years ago. They'll be there forever. A few Hals wandered into planets with living creatures. An animal has a more complicated shape than a rock, so when Hal slipped off a rock during a landslide or something, there was a good chance he'd cling to an animal and stay there. Oh, God. An animal has appendages that act like grappling hooks. Hal won't slip off.
What?
The animal grows old and dies, but now the animal's shape is imprinted in Hal like pancakes and syrup. The next thing he clings to will be similar. Does this make sense?
No.
No!
Damn you, Mr. Kun.
Where did he get this knowledge from?
Mr. Coon says, "Oh no, Hal's from the Big Bang Theory. Bazinga." He thought without...
Thanks, Philly. Like the shut the fuck up, Philly. In my white gamers.
Hey. He said without adding something to interrupt my thoughts. God forbid he knocked me off course now.
Hal will cling to a more complicated animal if he finds one. When he saw my mother holding the rake that triggered the transfer response. It probably took years to do this, but time means nothing to Hal. By the time the transfer was ready to do, I think you meant go, I was 10 years old. Instead of my mother holding the rake with both hands, I was on the deck holding a book with both hands. Hal was too dumb to know the difference and transferred to me.
Gemma says, am I having a stroke?
Can someone check
Yes.
on me?
Gemma, do you smell toast?
I think Bhutan had a stroke while writing this book. This book is just...
Why does she
This is
have to have a
fine,
monologue now? I'm trying to order food.
Yeah, I was about to say, man, I am really glad that I get a break.
Now we have to talk about why Hals do anything. They merge with creatures on 100 planets to have something to cling to. Animals move around and do things. The Hals structures modify to keep up with these movements. They work together. Here's the critical point. This is where Hal becomes what looks like an active agent. Everything an animal does is a reflex. Hal's structure is doing reflexes to keep up with its host animal. Hal's own structural organization depends on the structural organization of material things. That's why he clings to things. I'm so done with this. What you have to understand is Hal doesn't operate like we do. He acts because he taps into momentum of something else. He moves because he's slowly moving in some way, not because he needs anything. He has no needs. Okay.
Hold on.
Just give me a minute. I need to
No, take your time.
mute myself for a sec.
Yep. Raptor, I sent you a message in the Empress Theresa chat there.
It will be done.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Cameron says, which animal has built-in grappling hooks? I do apologize. You're cool, Coon. You're cool. Do prehensile tails count?
Alright, I'm back. I just wanted to know what my dad wanted to order.
Oh, cool. What are you ordering? I'm hungry. Make me suffer more by thinking about other food.
We're having Chipotle again.
Oh.
We just tend to order out whenever my mom goes to my grandma's for dinner.
Fair.
And I don't feel like cooking tonight.
I don't blame you.
Well, it's also because we don't know how long we're going to be here.
Yeah. Where have we leave off?
I don't know.
Oh, this next line. Yeah. Same.
Where were we?
By the time
By this time, I'll bet nobody could follow my reasoning.
I bet nobody could follow my reasoning.
Way past that.
Yeah, same.
The technicians showed their confusion. Peter Blair was too smart to give any hint. He didn't understand either. He was letting me talk myself out. I continued.
On the outside, he was like, talking cat, huh? But on the inside, he was like, a talking cat? Huh?
Read comments or something real quick. I just need to Place my order.
Animals move around and do things. Good thing Teresa didn't want to be a biology teacher. God. I can just imagine that class sitting down. Okay, so these are animals. They move around and they do things. Okay, class dismissed.
The animal do, Mrs. Theresa.
Things.
I saw a wolfie eat my doggy, Mrs. Theresa.
That's called the circle of life. You know, like you've seen the Lion King, right? Yeah, the baboon holds the baby lion up. It's like that. And
The lion what?
in Elton
Lions
John.
can't be.
Keep going,
Lions
because
can't be king.
things are acting weird.
Miss.
I'm really buzzed right now.
Good.
Mr. Kun, why is that a good thing?
Because you need to be.
Okay. Mr. Kun says, Kenzie, can I get fucking Beast Trigger Chimkin Nugget?
No.
I am going to head out here, but I'll listen to the rest later. Godspeed, guys. Let me know how the rest of this goes. Alright, bye, Gemma.
Will do, Gemma.
Hope
Rest
you
up.
Yep, hope you feel better.
Gemma. Okay. With the stuff that I continue.
Alright, so we got around 20 minutes before my food gets here. Can we finish before then? Probably not, but let's try this.
Yes.
It's become so imprinted in his structure, he will do the reflex ahead of the animal when the stimulus is present. For instance, if the animal is attacked, Hal will do the defense reflexes before the animal does. That's what the shark attack was about. Hal was fighting off sharks while I was unconscious. Fuck all if I know how. It's a good thing no human tried to hurt me. They would be hamburger. Oh my god. There's only one more step to take and we get to the fully evolved Hal. After billions of years of merging with thousands of kinds of creatures on hundreds of worlds, Hal's reflex system becomes so complicated he will generate new reflexes to help the animal that the animal itself doesn't do. Hair is an example. It's useful. It protects from the cold. It can be a kind of armor. Hal makes my hair grow thick. Keeps it thick by keeping the water in.
I took a deep breath and smiled.
I am getting to the end. Well, hurry the fuck
Thank
up.
God.
He gave a smile to encourage me.
Strength is useful to an animal. It's a no-brainer why Hal gives me strength. It was probably the first reflex he developed. Some animals hunt by throwing things. Snakes spit venom. Not all snakes. There's a little fish in New Zealand that squirts water at insects crawling on leaves to make them fall in water. Okay, that's one kind of fish. Accuracy is important. It shows how brainless Hal is that he doesn't know I don't throw a baseball to kill somebody. I guess it's lucky he didn't kill the players for me. About the wind. Birds, bats, and who knows what else on other planets make their living by flying around. The air has to be calm. A high wind can knock the creature to the ground. When I fell out of the plane, Hal stopped the wind so I could go back to flying. I can't ask him how he does it. There's nobody to talk to. Well, finally, we can get to that. We may never know how he stops the wind. The problem is, he never developed a reflex to bring the wind back. There was no reason to.
I stopped. Blair remained still. Could that be all? Was there nothing to be done? No. Fuck you. The tone of my voice was not expressing hopelessness. I was calm. I was expectant. I was waiting for him to say something. He smiled, and so did I.
But that's not the end of the story?
he suggested.
No. The bad news is Hal is brainless. The even worse news is that so am I. I can't communicate with him. The good news is he has no resistance to change. It might be possible to control Hal by manipulating his reflexes. It would be very difficult.
Normal to find this chapter be like, oh ho ho, and yes, my science theory for Empress Theresa is very epic. Everyone will like it. Yes. And anyway, if you can do that, what could you do?
I don't know. There may be no limit to what I can do.
That was not what the Prime Minister wanted to hear. He was silent. I could see his concern. The situation had changed. Up to this point, it was about what Hal did. Now it was about what I did.
That's a contradiction because now everyone was saying, "Oh, you can save the world."
I suggested.
Or we could set up a committee to take over.
He liked that even less. I said.
You want to take a break?
Yes.
Neither of us moved, but because it was up to the lady to move first, and me because there was something wrong. I thought.
Shouldn't he be satisfied with the way the meeting turned out? What the heck does he want from me?
I said.
We came into this meeting hoping to get an alien to give us a break. It's in human hands. That sounds a lot better to me. After what happened to me 2 weeks ago, most people would give up. I'm still here. Also, I noticed the apostrophe in I'm in my version is backwards. It's the wrong one.
Yes, it is.
Mine too. Mine.
I got up and
Jesus
left
Why
before
didn't
he responded.
Christ.
I got back to the television in my suite to see people's reaction to what we discussed. A talk that had been nearly a monologue on my part. Many people couldn't follow the train of my thoughts. Ugh. They were interviewed in bars and meeting halls, anywhere reporters could easily get lots of comments.
What does she say about growing hair?
Why did Hal come here?
How does Hal get reflexes without a brain? A talking cat?
Did Hal merge with Samson?
Was that last one meant to be a joke?
I don't know.
It's meant to be like reference to that bloke in the Bible who was strong, but lost his strength because he was a dirty simp.
Yes.
Simpson.
News network anchormen tried to explain my theory, but showed they didn't understand much better than the public. Alright, here we go. Theresa Hartley said Hal develops reflexes by clinging to animals and adapting their behavior. She did not make clear how something made of alien substance would even want to adapt our world's behaviors. Nor did she explain why she was chosen by Hal out of the world's billions. That's not what I said. Hal didn't want anything. He didn't choose. I shook my head.
It's their fault if they don't get it.
I said to Nancy.
No, it's your job to explain it.
Yes.
Everything has to be explained. Nothing is understood. Yeah, because it's a fucking alien thing.
Mm-hmm.
Even you shouldn't
And
be
you
able
have
to
no
understand it
sources,
at this
Theresa.
point. You can't speak with it.
People didn't understand because they didn't get what they wanted, an intelligent alien that could communicate and negotiate with them. They got me after I survived an assassination attempt by my own president. No wonder they didn't get it. They were afraid of me and the power I might get. As I surfed through the channels, discussion changed from what Hal did to what I was going to do. I was going to use Hal's reflexes to control him somehow. From that, it followed that I would become a powerful person. Finally, they got to the part that really interested reporters. My offer to share power with the committee. The media loved political controversy and speculated in detail. All it did was add to the confusion. How do you organize a committee? Asked an
How do
anchor.
you all... Sorry. Wait.
Go ahead, you can read this one. I'm just assuming it's like a different
How
person
do you
every time.
organize... How do you organize a committee?
Go on.
Oh, you know what? I also, because I was when I was looking up the drinking game on TV tropes, I also was just reading the general tropes associated with this. It turns out that our theory when we first started reading Teresa was correct when he was like talking about trolls and how they have no lives outside of making other people feel bad and stuff. Yes, that was a direct result of people making fun of his thing online. When he decided to publish it into a book. This was just bullshit he added.
Brilliant. I mean, we're
Anyway.
brilliant.
Yes. Have one representative from each country like the United Nations, then we have paralysis. The small nation majority will favor small nation actions. Then larger nations will help us. A Security Council would disenfranchise smaller nations. You cannot equalize the unequals.
The committee will presumably meet with Theresa Hartley, who is an American. Many nations will object. It's not like the United Nations that meets in New York with no government presence. Theresa, the committee will be the government. With Hartley, the most important thing will be an American government. That will be unacceptable to many. Complications and complexity. Ever I was near confusion with all being discussed. It soon got
Only
much
near
worse.
confusion. I can't be completely confused because that would mean I'm small-brained.
A change to the biggest international media circus of all, CNN.
Quick question. Do you think Bhutan is a conservative?
I have no idea.
I think it's a
mean-
pretty good guess.
I mean, I wouldn't. It's definitely possible. He is old.
CNN said it was doing an unscientific telephone call poll inviting people to vote on whether they wanted a committee in charge of Hal or me alone. Telephone numbers were posted on the screen. One number for Theresa Hartley alone, another for committee. The voting was tabulated according to the country of the phone call's origin. Voting numbers were also shown on the screen. As Kinnan continued to promote the poll, numbers
Why would any
rapidly
news station be
climbed.
doing a telephone poll? This is clearly in an age where the internet would have been used, considering he posted it on Wattpad.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Maybe no, yeah, because this definitely took place after the royal wedding. So yeah.
We have 368,000 votes from the United States, with 76% in favor of Hartley going alone. No surprise
Of course,
there.
because
They trust one of their own.
all hail Teresa.
Yes. In Europe, we have most of the Western Europeans leaning towards a committee, with the interesting exception of Italy going for Hartley. The East European countries, formerly dominated by the Soviet Union, want Hartley, while Russia leads towards a committee. In Muslim.
Are you kidding me?
In Muslim countries.
He spelled
not-
Muslim wrong.
Oh no! It's not Muslim. It's Muslim. There's
As
a
in-
difference. Muslim has a U, and
You know-
Muslim has an O.
The mausoleum people.
Yes.
We see overwhelming performance for committee. Well,
People
African
of
countries
Muslimia.
south of the Sahara want Hartley. Japan is voting for Hartley. I changed
They're
the
really
channel.
taking in calls from all around the world. Bhutan, do you not understand time difference?
I changed the channel.
Should have got a Fox News section. Would have been fun to see them like try to realize that tweet says like, is the person who's gonna brainwash the children and turn them gay? That would have been pretty beast.
Kenzie.
You know what's wrong with these people?
I said to Nancy.
They have no heart.
Liberals.
They don't talk about who I am. I am an 18-year-old girl. All I want is to be with my husband and go to my quiet little job. They don't care. They see me as a threat. They're not worth caring about.
I found another channel giving news.
Too.
At the bottom
Am I
of the
right?
screen, a banner streamed by the latest breaking
Raptor's
news.
trying to talk.
We need to get through this.
Liberals.
Ha.
Okay, and that's all from Raptor.
Right.
Liberals.
Am I right?
You got it,
Oh,
buddy.
At the bottom of the screen.
Oh. At the bottom of the screen, a banner streamed by with the latest breaking news. French president...
Why do you sound clinically depressed all of a sudden?
I'm very tired and very hungry and very, very buzzed. French president says committee is impractical. I waited a minute while they finished talking about something else. Then the president of France was shown being questioned by reporters as he left a social function. A translator's voice was heard providing the English.
Monsieur President.
Go ahead.
Do you approve Madame Hartley's committee?
Baguettes, Bastille Day, Brie.
Monsieur President, do you approve of Madame Hartley's committee?
Didn't you just say we had to get through this?
I don't know, did I?
Manny, we need to get through this, so I'm gonna talk over Raptor. Manny, 2 minutes later. Baguettes, beret, croissants.
But no, Raptor, you just read that line, though. I was reading the next part. I just assumed that the French president was just like, would just shout out random French crap. It's not practical. We are not talking in the United Nations where thousands of people are needed to do something. Hal can do something alone. This is power on a new level. A committee in control of Hal would be a target for every terrorist organization. I believe nobody will want to be on the committee. We would need to surround each member with an army.
Then how can Madame Hartley control Hal alone?
She will have to be hidden where 1,000 assassins can't find her. 1,000 assassins!
So, question.
Yes.
Oh, hang on, my dog's barking.
Hello,
I'm muting
Eli.
myself.
Eli. Save us, Eli, please.
Everybody say something nice about Eli in the chat.
Eli's a cute doggy.
Alright, I'm just gonna talk over him. Pardon if you hear faint barking in the background. So,
Of course.
And here, I'm gonna take a drink because here's another contradiction.
Oh, God.
She seemed to have inspired at least the entire country of England and Irish stragglers that she's there to save them. Like, everyone seems to pretty much accept that this girl can save them all. And yet, for some reason, they think that 1,000 assassins will be after her. Probably the mausoleum people.
Oh, this Theresa person is a bit sus my citizens.
Oh, you just said it.
My heart sank.
My heart sank. The world no longer made any sense at all.
It never made sense to begin with, Bhutan. This world that you have written makes no sense.
The French president was right. Bullshit. There was a new order coming into the world that would bring a new response. All power-hungry groups would combine their efforts to either bring me in under their control or kill me. It was madness, but terrorists were not known for rationality. I changed back to Knin. The anchorman was interviewing a guest about the French president's pessimistic thought. The anchorman interrupted. We take you live to the meeting. Prime Minister Blair was seen sitting at the table where we met. He sat rigidly with a frown. He was angry. The Prime Minister appears to be upset. It may be he did not appreciate the remarks of the French president.
No. He just found out that the cat from A Talking Cat wasn't actually a talking cat. It was CG.
Ha!
That's what he was mad about. He was lied to, which is sad.
I knew that had to be it. An hour and a half had passed since our last break began, and there he sat madder than a mama bear protecting cubs. Why'd you have to bring bears into this?
Keep going.
He wanted me to return. I got up and went to the elevator. I wish it would go below the ground floor and sideways to some place where I could forget all this insanity.
I'm with you on that.
I walked through the lobby, past the security people, hotel guests, and the one permitted television crew. Most of them looked as sad as I was. I got to the meeting room and dropped my bottom in the chair. The Pym wore the most sympathetic look he could muster. He let me speak first.
It's rough in the big leagues. I didn't do anything and people want me dead. No, you're assuming that. It's wrong. Why do people do the wrong thing?
It's a quote. This quote was on the back of the book for the longest time. The website.
Really?
Anyway, yeah. Yeah. People who have no conscience make everybody lacks one. They fear you.
You can kill
Did
me
you
if
hear
you
me?
want. Hal will just move to somebody else. It could be anybody. Hal wouldn't know the difference between Joan of Arc and Adolf Hitler. Both of those people are dead. You want to try your luck? Why are you threatening him?
Lord, no! Oh!
Oh, fuck off.
Here we have another instance of Bhutan referencing, and regardless of what you feel about it, it is objectively a much better work.
Uh-huh.
I feel like that girl in the Hunger Games, except that she had 23 assassins to worry about. What are my chances?
References make book better. That is fact. The
Raptor, that's you.
okay. There is a good chance every nation will surround you with its best security people. I assure you, we will.
Every nation.
Yes.
Every nation totally is ready to dedicate all of their resources.
Except even the ones that want her dead.
Yeah, drink. Yeah, well, if I don't get results soon, I'll be the first to go. Another wrong apostrophe there.
Grandma, it was funny. Grandma, it's as funny as 69.
Hello, Cricket.
Hi, Cricket.
Cricket, welcome.
Sorry, you caught us when we're getting to the end of the chapter. We're usually drained by then.
Yes. Manny, Manny almost drunk and very hungry. But we've only got 2 pages to go. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, let's
All right, Raptor, take it away.
What will you do?
What do?
I'll go on as long as I can. Maybe they'll give me 2 months.
Courageously spoken.
Lies.
Drink.
At that moment, I won the world. Oh my god.
Drink again.
Will you try to control Hal?
Sure. It's only the most impossible, burdensome, insane task ever imposed on a human being. You just said you could. Drink.
Yeah.
You will render any assistance you need. A talking cat.
I need a place where I can work undisturbed. Atom bombs break my concentration. Manny, we broke Raptor.
9.
Oh god, my son.
69.
Snap out of it, lad. Pull it together.
69. You will play
Slap
69.
yourself.
69.
Read the line, Raptor.
We will find you a place.
I need to stay alive. My favorite Bee Gees song.
All the armed forces of the United Kingdom will defend you.
Staying alive. I relaxed and took a deep breath as I tried to get staying alive out of my head.
You're welcome. Did you see the
Did you
Prince
see
William
that
and
Prince
Kate
William
Middleton?
and Kate Middleton met it?
Oh, it was.
Wait.
I think this is me.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Did you see the Prince William and Kate Middleton wedding they showed this week?
I did! Magnificent! Yes.
Kate was so
69.
nervous before the wedding she couldn't eat. Oh, I'm sorry, Bhutan. Did you talk to her? She went from size 10 to size 4. Pretty sure that's incorrect. After exchanging vows, they sat on the side for a sermon. The camera showed her breathing rapidly. Nothing could prepare her for a wedding in front of 2 billion people. It's a miracle she didn't faint. She seemed pretty happy to me. It was her wedding day.
Uh-huh.
She was 29, I believe. And you?
Why did you just turn
18.
into Count Von Count?
29.
29, more like 69.
Raptor.
God damn.
69.
I dread when you turn 19, Raptor, because the jokes I feel are going to be unending for you. You just need a 6 or a 9, and that just seems to be all you need.
69.
Hey guys, I'm 19 today. You know what that means? I'm only 50 years
69.
away from being 69. Alright, 18.
How are you doing?
I'm alright if I don't drop on the way to the elevator.
Ho 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 ho! Very funny!
Please
I
continue
think Raptor
reading.
really is just forcing himself to laugh so he doesn't jump out his window.
I know the feeling.
Come on.
You were under the most extreme pressure. I'm so sorry.
I smiled and said, his admission of my pressure made me feel better. Of course, he was under pressure too. Under pressure. Letting me take over how was gambling the world. I would do what was needed. Was gambling the world? Okay.
I'm surprised I have the nerve to try controlling Hal. It's a heck of a challenge, you know.
Heckin' bamboozled.
Bamboozled. Bean boozled.
Ha.
You have no model for what you're doing. Your parents didn't do it. Nobody you knew did it. Nobody told you it can be done. You believe it can.
What does Mr. Blair need after I take care of Hal?
I need Miss Hartley to do nothing.
Why are they talking like this now?
I won't change
Mr.
anything.
Blair.
You have 4 billion witnesses.
As if to make amends for suggesting I keep my greedy hands off the world, Blair changed the subject.
In his book on war, the eminent authority, Carl von Clausewitz, said there were two kinds of courage: the courage to face danger and the courage to assume responsibility. You demonstrate
That's 2
both.
drinks.
Yes.
Oh, thank God I have my 2 because I just finished the first can.
I smiled and joked.
If I could pull this job off, call me Bond. Jane Bond. Fuck you. Raptor.
Blair picked
Raptor,
up on
stay
that
with us.
and
Stay
started
with us.
singing.
Raptor. Raptor.
Oh, Raptor.
Raptor.
No,
Come on, stay with
reel
us.
it in because we need you to be collected for this next part. Blair picked up on that and started singing the James Bond theme.
That's not what.
Oh dear.
You can do it, buddy.
Dum dum da well. Dum da 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 dum da dum da dum da 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 dum da dum da dum da lady dum da dum da dum da dum da 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 dum da 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 dum.
Raptor, I'm about to make another request on Discord.
Yes.
Hold on.
Come on, hurry up. We're almost done.
Yes. I laughed. A silly moment was just what we needed. We looked at each other for a moment. It was intense with mutual feelings. We had achieved something besides a fruitful meeting. We had become good friends. No, you hadn't. I immortalized him with a simple remark that could be carved in granite all over England.
You did a good job, Mr. Blair. He didn't do anything. And neither did you.
No.
Did nothing. Yeah, nothing. They just gave us pain.
I got up, he rose, and I walked around the table to meet him. I gave him a warm hug. His eyes moistened. His emotion was shared by a newly hopeful world. Fucking Christ. It's over.
And we're done.
Yeah.
It's over. We win.
But at
Battle.
what cost?
Sanity.
Alright. So, thanks everyone for joining us. I'm ending this quickly because I am very hungry. And
yeah, my food should be here soon.
Yes, I hope it is. Kenzie need eat. Theresa,
Mr. Kun,
do not bone the Prime Minister.
for the love of God, don't.
So I gotta say, aside from the shark, I was just so disappointed in this.
Did you expect?
No, I
It's
mean,
getting worse with each chapter.
Disappointing even by this book standards.
The fact that you even have expectations is just baffling.
I didn't know that I still had any.
For shame.
It is surprising me. Cameron says Theresa's husband is about to get cucked. by Toby Mitchell, the Prime Minister of England.
Who's also Santa.
Yeah,
Conspiracy.
thank you
And
guys
there's Toby,
for joining
Mills,
us.
and he's also the Prime Minister. They're all connected in some way.
Yeah, I mean, have you ever seen Toby and the Prime Minister in the same room at the same time?
They woke people.
No, but the Prime Minister is also not a lanky Cockney giant.
Yeah, and
The shapeshifter.
I'm absolutely certain that
That
Toby
makes
is
sense.
much more intelligent than Boris Johnson could ever hope to be.
Okay, Gemma and Cobe, if when you're watching this later, show him that part. So Toby can finally start liking Manny.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks everyone for coming by. Please join Kenzie and me tomorrow for our review of the Save the Creepypastas wiki.
I cannot wait.
Oh, I know. I'm so looking forward to that. And yeah, and then we'll have yeah, next week's Empress Theresa will be on Tuesday instead of Thursday. And then Wednesday we will have another dramatic reading, and hopefully Gemma will be joining us again.
She said she'll join us no matter what her condition, but we're not going to let her.
Right. Well, okay,
She's still
but
feeling sick.
if she's still feeling sick, it won't be Gemma. It will be Detective Chief Inspector Roberta Steele joining us.
No.
Just let me make my joke, please. But yeah, of course I wouldn't force Gemma. I wouldn't let her do that when she's sick.
Know.
Sorry, I'm getting kind of loopy right now.
Yeah, go eat.
Please like, comment, subscribe. Raptor, I hope you're ready. And I'll see you next time. Same bean time, same bean channel.
And the